These are the craziest PGA trick shots from level 1 to level 100. And at level 1, this guy showed you rookies how to hit a golf ball off a man's face like it's no big deal. Yeah, you heard me. David Edwards, the man, the myth, and the absolute lunatic, with a golf club teed off on none other than Rangers FC legend Ally McCoist's actual face. But hey, sorry to interrupt, but if you want to help me build this channel so I can create more content, click that subscribe button and like this video. For real, McCoist just lay there flat on the grass, smiling like he wasn't one swing away from losing a nose. And Edwards just shows up in the loudest pants you've ever seen, pulls out a wedge, and taps that ball clean off the tee that's resting on the man's mouth. That takes precision, nerves of steel, and probably a decent insurance policy. And it wasn't even just for show, it was at the Carrick during a Scottish Legends football charity golf day. So yeah, all that danger, it was for a good cause. And I don't know about you, but that's how you make a statement at level 1. But the insanity doesn't stop there. Let's roll into the next shot and talk about a guy who pulled off something most golfers only dream of. Craig Stadler. Yeah, that's Stadler, the 1982 Masters champ, who looks more like your neighbor's grumpy uncle than a trick shot machine. Well, at a charity event in 2021, he stepped up to a 169-yard par 3 and whips out a driver. Yes, a full-blown driver on a hole most people use a 7 or 8 iron for. You won't believe what happened next. The ball sails through the air, lands perfectly, and drops straight into the cup. Hole in one. Now, if you thought the face shot and the miracle ace were wild, let me introduce you to Jared Wolf and his absolutely unhinged imagination. This guy decided regular clubs too boring. So, what does he do? He grabs a stop sign, a skateboard, and a spoon. And I'm not even exaggerating. Wolf literally tried to play a par 3 using objects you'd find in your garage. He rolls up like a trick shot MacGyver, balances a ball on a spoon, whacks it with a stop sign, and rides a skateboard into the sunset. But did it work? Not really. Was it amazing to watch? Absolutely. 'Cause for real, who even thinks of that kind of madness? Speaking of madness, wait till you see the kind of trick shots being pulled off at level 15, because now we're entering the Guinness World Records zone. And if there's one guy who eats world records for breakfast, it's Josh Cassaday. Let's start with the first record he smashed, the longest shot using a putter. You know, that club you usually reserve for slow rolls on the green. Cassaday said, nah, I'm gonna rip this thing like it's a driver. Then he steps up at Cherry Creek County Club and just blasts it into the next zip code. Not only did he break the record, but he also did it while raising nearly 10 grand for the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver. But wait, there's more, because next, he sets the record for the longest drive while kneeling. Yeah, on his knees. I don't even know how your spine survives something like that, but Cassaday lines it up, launches it from the ground, and boom, another record. And just when you think he can't possibly do anything weirder, he throws a golf club into the air and it soared like a javelin. Now, I'm not gonna say we should have a golf-themed Olympics, but if we ever do, Cassaday's got the gold medal in the bag. But we're not done, because at level 50, we witnessed a trick shot so insane, it got the Pacific Ocean involved. That's where Jordan Spieth comes in. You know, the guy with a calm face, but an absolute firestorm of talent under the surface. He rolls up to Pebble Beach, which is one of the windiest places to play golf, and says, let me show you what a 4-iron can do on a 100-yard hole. Yeah, a 4-iron on a 100-yard shot. That's like using a samurai sword to slice a grape. But the man pulls it off. He tees it up, smashes the shot, and lands it clean on the green like it was nothing. And keep in mind, this is in wind that could slap your hat into the ocean. Next, we've got Jon Rahm doing what can only be described as disrespectful to the laws of physics. This dude takes a knee and flops a ball over a cardboard cutout of Phil Mickelson's head using a 4-iron. Most people struggle to get a flop shot off the ground with a wedge, let alone a long iron, but Rahm lifts that thing up like he's tossing marshmallows. And he does it over Phil's smug little cutout face and lands it like a champ without even blinking. Now, let's circle back to Cassaday one more time, because he's just that unhinged. This time, he hits a golf shot backwards. Yeah, you heard me. He literally turns his back to the target and hits the ball with the club pointed the wrong way. It's like something you do in Wii Golf for fun, except he actually nailed it. No jokes, Cassaday might actually be from another planet we've never heard about. You know why? Hit the subscribe button to find out. Moving on to level 70, and trust me when I say there's no better way to make a name for yourself than showing the world what you can do in your living room. Let's talk about Bubba Watson first. The guy pulls up to the Waste Management Phoenix Open with his pink driver, stands on the legendary 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale, and just decides to go full send on a par 3. And he does this with a driver, and he's not even aiming straight. He opens up the face, aims wide right, takes a half swing, and lets the ball cut in like it's auditioning for a Fast and Furious movie. Then we've got Tanya Tarr doing absolute madness from quarantine. She's chilling in her living room, balancing on one of those wobbly fitness balls, and still manages to sink a golf ball into a red solo cup with a flick of the wrist. Do you even understand the kind of balance, timing, and coordination that takes? Most of us can't even stand on those things, let alone pull off a trick shot while doing it. I'd have ended up with a broken lamp and a hospital bill. But hold my beer, because here comes Joshua Keeley, better known on social media as Hole in Trick Shots. He brings us golf pong. Yeah, that's right, he basically took beer pong and gave it a golf makeover. With a big plastic ball, giant buckets, and a club, he squares off against golf coach Ryan Rustand, and it's just chaos in the best possible way. It's fun, it's ridiculous, and honestly, it's the kind of golf we all wish we played more often. No seriousness, just vibes and trick shots. But if you'd like to see an iconic trick shot, look no further than Tiger Woods. Over 20 years ago, while filming a Nike commercial, Tiger wasn't even trying to do anything wild. The man was just killing time between takes. The original plan for an ad was to have Tiger walking, swinging, maybe giving one of those serious "I'm locked in" looks. But Tiger got bored, and when Tiger gets bored, golf magic happens. So, with the cameras still rolling, he casually picks up a wedge, drops a ball, and starts bouncing it like he's done a million times before. Left, right, under the leg, and behind the back like it's no big deal. The director's probably sipping his coffee, and then suddenly spits it out, like, what the hell am I seeing? Tiger keeps going, the ball is still bouncing, then, like it's the most normal thing in the world, he pops the ball up mid-juggle and smacks it clean out of the air. Everyone on set loses their minds, and the original script instantly trashed. That accidental trick shot became the entire commercial, and decades later, it's still one of the most legendary golf ads ever made. Now, if you thought that was cool, wait till you hear about what John Daly did. He's at some rowdy event that definitely didn't involve any risk assessments, and he decides he's going to tee off from the literal mouth of another human being. That's right, Daly, holding a driver and a belly full of beer, gets a brave guy to lay on the ground and says, "Open wide." The guy agrees. Daly steps up, and with the kind of confidence only beer and legend status can bring, he takes a full swing. Not a soft chip, I mean a full John Daly swing. The ball rockets off this guy's face and disappears into the sky. The guy's nose is still in place, the crowd erupts, and somewhere a rulebook quietly catches fire. It wasn't just a trick shot, it was Daly saying golf is too boring, let me make it dangerous. And just when you think it can't get any more insane, along comes Jamie Sadlowski. Yeah, this guy doesn't do normal things because he's that crazy. And this time, he sets up 12 golf balls lined up like a dozen eggs on a counter and announces he's going to hit all of them. But no, not one after another. I mean all at once. People are watching like, yeah, right. But Jamie's already bragging that the main ball will go at least 260 yards, maybe 280. His confidence is sky high. He swings, and what follows is absolute madness. The balls explode in every direction like they've been launched by a fireworks crew. It's not even a swing at this point, it's artillery. One clean strike, and boom! The main ball flies 265 yards, dead on, just like he said, while the rest go flying like startled pigeons. Honestly, that wasn't just a trick shot, it's controlled mayhem. He turned a tee box into a launch pad and physics into a joke, and we loved every second of it. But don't jump out of your seats just yet, because at level 100, we've got a madman who brought a bicycle, toilet paper, and a solo cup to a golf fight. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Christoph Larsen Hohen, aka Scratch Trick Shots. This Norwegian wizard didn't just film quarantine trick shots, he turned his entire house into a golf playground. He sets up a shot with a toilet paper roll, then sinks one through the spinning wheel of a bicycle, and then somehow lands another into a red solo cup from across the room. And it's not just about making the shot, it's the creativity, the effort, and the pure chaotic energy of it all. He's become a legit online sensation just by turning everyday stuff into golf obstacles. And that's the thing about trick shots, they're not just about skill, they're about imagination, guts, timing, and the audacity to say, yeah, I think I can hit a ball through a moving bike wheel. From classic pros showing off pinpoint precision to internet legends redefining what's even possible with a golf ball, and some household junk, this sport continues to push boundaries we didn't even know existed. So, next time someone tells you golf is boring, share this video with them. Show them level 1 through level 100. Show them Ally McCoist's face, the pink ping driver, and that backwards golf shot. Because if there's one thing we've learned today, it's that golf isn't just a sport. It's a wild, wonderful, and absolutely unhinged adventure. And we're loving every second of it. Speaking of love, go check out our next video. I promise you'll love what's coming up next. If you enjoyed this video, click to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.